Alrighty, so should be fine now, I think. Give me a second here. Yeah, I'm just trying something out for the first time. Yeah, LinkedIn. I'm actually trying to stream to LinkedIn as well now. Yeah, I think it's actually fine. Yeah, I think it's the first time that I'm streaming to LinkedIn, so I'm actually streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn now at the same time. Let me just take a look at it. Should be fine, I think. I don't actually know what's going on there, but whatever. Let me get here and maybe pay attention to this thing. Infinite Battlefield, are you still there? Let me just check the Discord. Make sure, yeah, okay, great. Perfect. So all should be fine now. Yeah, awesome. All right, cool. So now we're actually streaming to 3 different platforms at once. Let's make sure we're actually streaming to our YouTube channel as well, and I think we are. Yeah, I'm just trying to stream to multiple places at once, and we are actually streaming here as well. We're also streaming to LinkedIn, so that's great. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's see where we actually start today. So let's go to our backlog here, and let's see what we're gonna be doing. So I think what I did this morning a bit after I had some time, I actually fixed those links. Yeah. So that was kind of fixed. Let's maybe continue with that, and then we're gonna move to something else. Prevent event bubbling when event is clicked. So let's kind of start somewhere. So what did I want to do? Let's go to tip tap here, and let me actually go over here, and then yeah, basically, so yeah, let's get over here and test some stuff. So essentially, I think there's 2 maybe tiny points here still left to do. So let's take a look. No, let's just say dot targets. So let's kind of get over here. So now when we actually share the link with this new kind of extension we've added, right? So if I do this and we do this and we add some link, right? And we actually create something with a link. Okay, that's a bit awkward. All right, that's super strange. So if we click on this fella now, we're getting this. So this is kind of, yeah. So if we maybe go, yeah, I think I have an idea. So if we go to tip tap and then go to the link here, we can actually add some arbitrary class that has really no. Can I add some ID actually or something here? Let's take a look. ID. Yeah, let's just test link. All right, so let's take a look. Yeah, so let's actually try that for a sec. Good evening, Passab. No, it's not like a blog, but yeah, there is segments of that. You can actually take a look at that there. Let's actually get back here. So yeah, so we can actually add any custom attribute, right? So basically here what we can do is we can say, oops, we can say data, whatever, we can just say data type just to kind of adhere to the same thing we have somewhere down here, I believe. Where was it? Over here, yeah. So we can have this attribute, and let's just call it, yeah, let's call it link. But let's call it, yeah, let's call it like that, right? And then here we can simply say, right, hey, if data type is a link, then yeah, let's just say return or whatever. Let's just see what's actually gonna happen. Right? We go over here, we click it again. So we do actually get that, I see. So yeah, so that's it basically. I think that's good. That's pretty much what we wanted. We just want. So yeah, so clicking on an actual thought should take us to the thought, but clicking on a link should not take us anywhere except opening a link. Okay, great. Vincent, good evening. Not much, man. Just spent some time with my wife and kid, and yeah, just hacking away now. What about yourself? How is life? All right, so let's go to our let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's mark this as done, and let's see, make the model show up near your cursor. Yeah, so so next thing that I disliked when we implemented this last night, right, is the fact that there's this model that's kind of absolutely positioned, or and I kind of don't like that, right? So what I actually want to do is let's just make sure that it's kind of positioned somewhere near the cursor instead. I think I have some ChatGPT stuff, storage, tip tap, extension. No, show, yeah, so I have some POC here that this fella generated for me. Yeah, so something like this, right? Yeah. So we're gonna do pretty much something like this, right? So let's go to, what's my extension for brackets? I don't think it's an extension. Let me actually check it. I don't think it's an extension. I think it's just a default VS Code one. Give me a second. So I used to use this before, but I think this is deprecated. But it's maybe this one, right? Maybe it's rainbow brackets. It seems to be deprecated, right? But feel free to take a look, right? I don't actually know. I'm gonna share it here with you, right? But I'm not quite sure if it's that one. All right, so what did I want to do? I wanted to... Yeah, so if we go kind of back down here somewhere, we're gonna then generalize that into a component of some sort, most likely. But for now, let's just make it work as always. So let's go, I guess, the toolbar over here, and then somewhere down here we'll import some of this stuff that we will... So let's go to this pair programming buddy here of mine. Let's get a lot of this stuff that I don't want to write manually because it's redundant, right? And then yeah, and then we'll use kind of this state, right? So, and let's also grab... Thank you, Yezda, for the follow. How hard is it to learn OAuth 2? Depends really what you mean by that. I think it's fairly simple, depending you know, what scope of that you know, applies to your question, right? But depending what you mean by learn OAuth 2, right? If you can be a bit more specific, then maybe I can give you a bit more specific response, right? right? Generally, you don't really need to generally you don't need to learn much, right? Like you generally use external services to deal with this, but also for the most part when you're implementing OAuth in general, right? Very easy, very easy. Very easy, I would say, right? Let me just implement this and I can kind of maybe draw it for you and help you out. Okay. So indeed, we're gonna kind of have to do something like this. So essentially, so we'll need to kind of get rid of this class. So we'll actually not really care about the class. So we're gonna have style, which is actually fine. We need to make sure that this model so I did pass it as style today, right? And what we could do here conditionally, we can say, hey, well, if there's a style, then don't apply maybe some of the classes, right? So let's kind of maybe, let's break this down slightly bit. So what we could do, I guess, conditionally, first and foremost, like we could say, okay, let's break this down a bit, right? So let's just say, hey, you know, if there's a style, so let's say, hey, if there is apply those class names if there's no style, right? Hello there, Alex. How are you, my braten? Good day, Marv. Good, my friend. Good. How are you? How's life? And Sako is here. Sako is here, my dude. Good evening, Sako, my friend. How are you? So let's kind of do this. Give me 2 seconds, folks. I need to focus here for a moment. So we're gonna do this crap, right? And yeah. Obviously, yeah. So that's okay. You know, sometimes life has to be bad, you know, so you learn how it is when it's good. So it's good that the life sometimes sucks, right? If it was always great, then would it ever be great, if you get what I mean, right? You know. You never know. All right, so let me tell you guys to shut up for a second now. And good evening in Arcadia. How is life? Okay, let me focus on the screen a bit here now. I need to focus on the screen. Give me a second now. So let's get back here. Yes. Ah, of course. No, it's not, of course. Okay, so we have, what did I add? I added handle click, right? Yeah, okay, I see. Handle add link. So we basically need to do this this stuff over here, right? Then we can get rid of this. Something like this, I suppose, right? We'll see. Marv, I think very hardly, man. This is a huge project, right? So I doubt honestly that it's gonna be done anytime soon. But I feel you, right? I know what you mean, right? I know what you mean. But I somehow at this moment I doubt, right? Maybe at some other time, sure. Maybe something changes and I just start doing something else. But as it is now, right? I'm not so sure, right? I'm not so sure. Let me just play with this a bit. I'm not actually fully sure how I want this to work, so bear with me for a second here, because I'm not fully... No, I mean, I fixed some of the things off stream today, so no, I think we're good. There's nothing I'm dealing with right now. I just kind of, now I'm just focusing on finalizing this stuff, right? So I'm not really, yeah. Right now there's no issues, right? I think now I hate the model and I want stuff to be shown now, you know, next to the text. So when you add a link, I want the actual controls to actually be shown here, right? And that's what I'm doing right now, right? Let's just see, where is this guy actually shown? I see. No, I don't want to do that, Sako. I want to show the stuff next to my cursor, right? And yeah, it's quite, what I want to do is quite clear. Let's just make it work. There's really nothing unknown here apart from just now positioning this fella properly, right? So, wait a minute. Are we maybe, wait a minute. Give me a second here. So it's somewhere, it's somewhere in the top, it seems. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely somewhere. So fixed overlay. Yeah, so it seems to be, wait a minute. Yeah, so it's definitely not... So the question though maybe then is, maybe is this guy actually, let's take a look, maybe this model we're using is not actually taking the style as a prop, at least not... So wait, let's go into here. Is it actually taking a style? So actually maybe it is taking it. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just do one thing here. Parkour Peter. Hey my friend, how are you? So I do this. Nah. So I'm just trying to remove kind of all the styles and see what's happening. So let's see what I actually removed. All right, let me kind of try now. Left, yeah, 600. let me just try one thing. I don't know, maybe it's that, right? So let's just see here. Let's say, Winsworth, do you have a second to post that, man, on Discord? Maybe I would highly appreciate it, dude, if you have a minute. Would be super cool. Where is it shown then? Huh. Bugs. Let me show you. If I go here, there's the bugs forum here, right? So you basically just click new post, you create like, and then you report it. And thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it, bro. All right, so let's get back to this thing, style left and top. So it's like, yeah, relative. So yeah, so I don't actually see it having those styles, right? I don't actually see give me a second. Ah, Jesus Christ, come on, man. Seriously. Yeah, I don't actually see style anywhere being applied, right? Yeah, so, okay, so we kind of know what it is. So style actually isn't applied for some reason, right? Ah, I see. Wait, what? Well, I do not see. Wait, open link model. No, actually, so... Give me a sec, so I think I know. La la la, we click it. I guess we actually don't need this, do we? Yeah, so left and top, PX, yeah. Let me try something else instead. So let's try something like this. So let's say instead of style, let's say, hey, if there is a style, say something like left. Okay, what the hell? This is just a test. Let's just give this a shot. Just to append kind of dynamic class names instead of... Nah, didn't actually do much, did it? Well, it did add the classes now, though. Ah, okay, so maybe, I see. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Oops. So if we kind of get rid of this, and then this, and this, right? Let's see now. And I guess we're missing one thing. Yeah. Interesting. So there's something wrong, I think, with this model. I mean, technically, we don't really need to use a model anymore at all. In fact, maybe we should just get rid of it completely, right? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, probably we should actually do that anyway, right? So let's kind of get rid of that, right? So let's actually comment this fella out, and then this, right? And then we'll rename those variables later, right? But technically, let's just do this, and let's say, hey, if it's open, you know, show this stuff. And then technically we can use this style instead here, right? Because when I think about it now, we don't really need the model for anything really anymore. Yeah, there we go, right? So now obviously we need to kind of, yeah, we need to play with that a bit, but technically, yeah, that should be kind of, because now it's sure. So if we do something like, give me 1 second, if we do like, just for fun, something like this, right? And that's also because I think we have this set as a relative wrapper, right? Which is not going to be very good, I think. And also we forgot to set this guy to, yeah, let's just say here class name fixed. So that's another problem, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, beautiful. So let's get rid of this fellow over here. Yeah, something like that, right? Mailar, good evening, my friend. How are you? How is life going? Let me just play with this slightly, just a bit. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't like that, and fair enough, okay. Okay, so yeah, So it's almost fine, right? I mean, it does show up on my right below the actual element, right? So maybe only thing we can do is we can push it like 10 pixels down or something, right? Yes, something like that. And that's almost superb, right? That's almost superb. I think the only thing we're missing here is this class name is no longer actually applied to the actual input, right? So that kind of sucks, right? But apart from that, yeah. So we have some issues here with and that's from the last stream, right? Yeah, that's super awkward. So that's one of the things we didn't figure out yet. Yeah. So maybe what we could kind of try doing is, here's my man complex. So let's try one thing. Let's say here I fixed that discrepancy this morning, indeed. I did, yes. I fixed that fella this morning. It was just some silly thing that I had. Just me forgetting to pass some prop at one point. Super silly stuff, super silly stuff. I'll show you in a second. Let me just fix this props. Yeah, so the only thing now that's messed up in Tailwind, let's zoom into Oblivion, is that there is definitely something overriding things somewhere. That's not a very useful kind of thing, but if we take a look at this, so we have the BG transparent, and if we kind of go here and say background color, we can see that this thing is kind of overriding stuff. Give me 1 second. Let's just use some more kind of explicit color just so we can see when it's actually applied. So it is applied. Is this like a Z index issue or some stuff like that? I don't think so. Yeah, it seems to maybe be the Z index issue, is it? Yeah, let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's completely is. Jesus Christ, what the hell? So now we're still in the context of an editor, right? So when we spawn this fella, yeah, so that's clearly an issue. Okay, let's kind of get back here. Jesus Christ, okay. Well, okay, that's positive at least. That's positive at least. Yeah, okay, so that's better. All right, so it was so we basically missed the Z index in the right place. Okay, let's kind of get let's get rid of this that we just added, and then we can get back here and we can say bg base 100, right? And then we have that stuff, right? And it's kind of still, yeah, I don't freaking know. All right, good. Also good, yeah. Also good. So technically, yeah, technically this is kind of what I wanted, right? Now, the only thing that would be cool is that if you click out, that it kind of disappears, right? Right now, there's really no way to... So I think we have a hook for that on click out. Yeah, on click outside. How am I using this? Yeah. So if I go somewhere, I guess over here. Yeah. Let's get rid of this fella over here and let's get here. Let's do this. We do have some reference here already, I believe. Link input ref, yes. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. So yeah, so there is that slight bug now. Let's fix it because this link input ref is the ref to the actual input itself. We need a new ref, which is essentially a ref to this thing. So let's say here, ref is equal to input wrapper ref. And then somewhere, maybe over here, let's say const use ref null. And then, yeah, do this thing, right? All right, good. But anyway, now we should be able to kind of, yeah, close this thing when... Well, it's not really unlinking it, is it? Still kind of making it a link, so... All right. I think... Essentially, I think what's happening actually is that this is actually not a link, but we don't clear the state of something. So we need to... I think I know. So when we actually successfully... So when we actually successfully do this, we need to also clear that state, that input, right? So we're going to say here form.set form state, and we're going to say URL is empty, right? So I think that's an issue as well. But yeah. Yeah, okay, that's good. So if you ask me, that's pretty much what I wanted to do. And yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Give me 2 seconds. I believe that Winsword has actually... Okay, we're gonna take a look at that bug. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's pretty good, right? think that is pretty good. Let's go ahead and let's push this, right? So we solved that little thing there. Okay, I'm reluctant to actually. So since we're actually no longer using this, let's actually just revert. No, so there are some good things that I did here today, which is this. So, but everything else is useless. Okay. And I already pushed this thing today, so that's actually good. Okay. So we added this. We updated the toolbar. We're no longer using the model. We actually forgot to clean up this comment. I hate useless comments. Yeah, we can kind of go with that. We swapped the order here. Is that going to have the effect that we want? I don't genuinely know, and I don't care. Stream crunching continues. I don't care. Okay, let's sync that. Let's push it. Let's go to Cloudflare and make sure everything's good and building. Cloudflare. Yeah, it's building. All right, perfect. Okay. So Sodium, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, so let's mark that as done. Let's kind of get it to production. Let's see if it's fine in production, and then if so, we're gonna mark this as done, and then we move to the next task. Let me just try one thing out. Yeah. Go to production. Interesting. What's happening with production? Yeah, and I'll need to do something with this progressive web app that I added, because it's causing a bit of issues. Oh, okay, we're getting new people signing up. Awesome. Gabriel and Arthur, welcome if you're watching. Thank you for signing up. Okay, so this is building. Give me 2 seconds here. All right, cool. Let me get some water and let's wait for this thing to build. Yeah, should be finishing in a second. All right, uploading, la, come on, you can do it. Deploying to Cloudflare global network. All right, superb. So that should be fine, and let's clear that progressive web app cache, because it's a bit annoying. We need to kind of figure out how to fix that, but let's zoom in production. And yeah, we can see that the styling is still, there's something wrong with the tailwind that we'll have to fix. There's some discrepancy there, 100%. And we'll see about this. So if I click on a link, it should not go to the kind of bubble up to the actual thought. And then if I click here, okay, so that is pretty good, right? So if I actually go now to the YouTube in this video that I recorded a few days ago, let's go where it is, YouTube. Yeah, so if we go over here, that's the video I recorded a few days ago. If you haven't watched it, watch it if you want. But if I actually get rid of this and then this, let's just try. And then next task, okay. If you haven't already, check out my new video and my takes on remote work. Paste the vlog. Yes, absolutely. Pasting it now. And good evening, Namari. How are you doing? Okay, so what is next, right? So this seems to be kind of working. I'm gonna let you guys break it, and then I'm gonna fix it if you guys manage to actually break it. Let's keep on moving. So let's go here, and let's just, for now, for the state that this is in, let's say that it's done. And then, of course, yeah, if we find some bugs, we're gonna fix them. Not rocket science, right? So next thing, and I purposely pasted the YouTube link here, right, is the YouTube TipTap YouTube plugin that I discovered this morning. And essentially, as you may assume, you can embed a YouTube video inside of an editor, and this should be fairly simple to do. So here it is. So next thing we're gonna do, so let's do this fairly quickly, hopefully. So let's do this, let's p npm install, and then this great file here. Good evening, my friends. How are you doing? Thank you very much, Miller. Just reported on Discord. Bugs are always good. Ah, enpm dev. All right, so this is I support this. This is okay. Okay, so let's kind of slime it in. Where is it? So it's this guy, right? So let's close up a bunch of this stuff. Let's go to TipTap, right? And let's scroll a bit up somewhere. My tooling is gonna automatically format this anyway, so who cares? And then here inside of this thing, let's find yeah. So let's get this little part. Let's let's put it here, for instance. Why not? And yeah, let's get the rest of their example. As always, let's be pragmatic, right? So let's just make it work and then fiddle with perfection, right? Yeah, so simple stuff as always. Let's grab the actual handler. Let's go to, I guess, our toolbar here, and we're gonna install, or we're gonna get some YouTube icon or whatever. Then we're gonna clean this up a bit. We're gonna maybe generalize it, move it into some other stuff, just so we don't accumulate too much stuff here in the toolbar. But for now, it's maintainable, so we don't really have to worry that much, right? It's okay. Okay, so we need to copy paste code. That's our most beloved thing. I love copy pasting code. It's just great. So let's kind of do this. We have that handler there. Yes. Have some effect that okay, so this is just IC. Alrighty, let's kind of smack that somewhere. Let's just add it. Let's add it over here. Let's get rid of this. Sure. And yeah, let's put this. Let's literally hard code this somewhere as part of our editor, right? So and then we're gonna obviously change that, update it, and la la la. So again, we want to be very pragmatic here and not do too much. So let's just make it work and then make it pretty. Way easier than trying to do both things at the same time, right? All right, beautiful. You can see exactly what we want. Amazing, perfect, beautiful, amazing. Let me go to this YouTube of mine, YouTube channel. And let's grab this fellow over here, right? And let's paste it over here. Look at my face, like I'm sitting on a toilet. Beautiful. I like it. I absolutely like it. It's perfect. Okay. It's like, where am I sitting? Oof. Yeah. Amazing. Beautiful. Looks perfect. 10,000 dev points. Insane, dude. look at my face. It's like, I'm sitting here, it's cold. Look at that face. It's like, what is happening? All right, so let's go over here and yeah, let's read a bit of docs, right? If we scroll up, there's a bunch of settings, which is really good. Interesting, okay. I'm streaming to LinkedIn, Twitch, and YouTube right now. Yes, I'm streaming to 3 platforms right now. I don't think anyone is actually watching on LinkedIn, I'm not sure. But I'm... yeah, I'm definitely... Yeah, so I'm using Streamlabs. Streamlabs Premium, I'm paying for it. I don't know how much a month. But I know that I'm paying something. I don't remember what was it. Actually, it's the first time today that I'm streaming to LinkedIn. First time. Yep, I kind of explored a bit. Yep, exactly. Actually, yeah, let's try something like that. And then I think we need a plugin for this, some sort of plugin, but I don't actually remember. So who cares? I think I should have... Where is the production thing? Yeah, let me just grab this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe something like that with full H250px. Then I suppose let's oops. So let's get down here somewhere. Let's get rid of this crap here. So what? Give me 2 seconds. This is kind of silly to put this global like this, but it is indeed a video. Huh, interesting. So what did we mess up? I suppose we messed something up, some sizing of some sort, right? Ah, I see. It's because, okay, so let's kind of get rid of that, right? It's because we're now expecting, we're kind of expecting to have this. We actually have to provide this now when we have globally kind of set it. I don't think so, right? So let's take a look at that. So let's do this. Let's do that. No, actually, so no. So that global stuff actually worked. I think it would be nice, actually, if we could now... So watch out my latest video. I might take some remote work. I don't actually know, right? Maybe it's good. Ah, hi Leo. I don't know if Leo is here. Somebody just left a... Yeah, it's the first time I'm streaming on LinkedIn, so I guess why not? I'll keep streaming. So yeah, so this is kind of a way to add a YouTube video, I suppose. What could we do, right, and stuff like that? I don't know more. But that kind of already works, right? Let's go to styled icons, right? And let's search for YouTube, right? So we can add some cool looking icon to our toolbar, right? I actually think we probably already have one. Yeah, we do, right? So that's amazing. So let's kind of go down here somewhere and pretty much do something very similar to this. So let's get this unlinked thingy. And oh, it's you on LinkedIn. Okay, and you are Leo. Okay. Good to know, man. Good to know. Good to know, Leo. It's actually, thank you for saying your real name, because it's awkward calling you Mailar and stuff like that. What about editing this? Okay. That kind of, but how would you, but how would you remove stuff? Okay. Okay, cool. That's not too ugly, right? At all, actually. Not too ugly at all. So, only thing I want to try, let's just... Exactly, man, exactly. Pretty much, yeah. Let me try some stuff here just to see if it... Okay, good, so we can do that. All right, good. That's what I wanted to try. So let's kind of try to make this slightly less intrusive, and maybe 300 pixels would be better. And then we don't really know how this is gonna look like actually in mobile, right? So that kind of sucks, right? Interesting. Interesting. Why do I keep going back to the API? Wait, is this even doing anything? Just give me 1 second. It doesn't seem that this height is applied at all, actually. Is that it, or maybe is this aspect ratio? Do I already have this plugin? No, I don't. So let's go. What did we discover? Where was that tailwind thing, right? Yeah. So let's tailwind aspect ratio latest. Ah. All right, cool. And then they're saying, hey, you know, hey, dude, go to your tailwind, bro, and then find extensions, plugins, whatever, and then require this one there as well. Alrighty. So let's just make sure we rerun this stuff. Cool. And yeah, common use cases, la la la. Does it? So why am I installing this then? Yeah, but I think this is a bit different. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The question is, yeah, actually, I think you are right. Is this maybe deprecated? Give me a second here. Let's see. I mean, it's still namespaced under their plugins, right? So why is it, why are they maintaining it still, right? Okay, so good. That's good to know. Why do they claim that we still have to install it? I mean, right? I think we still have to install this, no? Right, so if I go here, it says this plugin was created before was supported by any browser. You should now use the official aspect ratio plugin. So do we actually need the plugin or do we not, right? Is the question, right? Can we really use this? So can I say aspect video or something like that? I mean, I'm a bit confused, right? So let's see. So it's unclear to me now. What are we supposed to do? But yeah, let's take a look. Not rocket science, so let's see what's going on. So let's actually inspect this iframe or whatever. It's some sort of embed, right? So let's kind of get over here and over here, right? So aspect video. So we can kind of see that. Give me 2 seconds. My father is writing to me. It's close class. Like, so it is kind of doing this right now. The question is, what the hell is this? Let's go to can I use, right? And let's get here. Well, let's actually see how this works. All right, so what if I then come here and I omit this fella over here? Give me 2 seconds. Is my internet is what's happening now? Why is YouTube not opening? I don't actually know. Let's go to production and grab that link again. Where were we? Here. So yeah, so YouTube seems to be slightly lagging, but it doesn't actually matter. It's just this is now kind of a UX type of thing, right? So the question is like, how do we even want to do this, right? So, but yeah, YouTube is. I don't know if YouTube is lagging for you guys. If we can take a second to check. Either way, okay, and then. YouTube works fine. Okay, then it's something here. Yeah, you can see that it's kind of something wrong here, maybe where I am. Doesn't really matter. What's better is probably everything else in life. I guess. I'm just kidding, but yeah, that's what our job is, right? Is breaking things and then fixing them and then feeling that we are accomplishing something, right? That's kind of what our job is. We break things and then we fix them and then we're like, yeah, bro, I fixed it. Yep, fixed, easy fix. I'm so great at fixing things that I broke in the first place. It's great. I love it. Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't? Yeah, depends what type of code, but yeah, I agree for the most part. Yes, I agree for the most part. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Why is my YouTube down? Come on. Okay, it's back up. It's back up. So strange. Oh, my dear Jesse wrote to me on YouTube, but I didn't see. It's hard to read multiple chats. That's the problem. I'm just reading the chat on Twitch. Let's try that again. What do you guys think? Is this too big? Is it like too annoying that you see a video of this size on the... What do you guys think? Say that you're scrolling through the feed. Like, is this fine? Any takers? Looks fine to me, Leo. Okay. Anyone else? Any other takes? I like it. Good evening, Face. Nice. Okay. I like it as well, I think. Looks fine to me. Beautiful. Okay. Great. Nice. Okay. Let me just clean up a bit here. There's possibility that we might not need some of this stuff. Infinite Battlefield. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. And good evening, Face. Let's paste Diablo 4 impressions. Exactly, exactly. Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, well, that's almost fine, right? That's almost fine. Let me just see how the aspect ratio is gonna look on mobile. Probably not great. So let's see when we take a look at this. What if we would say, let me just test it. So let's say if we go to, I guess over here, let's say this is for MD. And let's set the auto for mobile. What if we say, for instance, aspect square? What does that do? That's not really a square, is it? That is, Leo, that is my ultimate wish. To also not, yeah. The thing is, I don't actually care how are things done elsewhere. And that's my main philosophy. A lot of people would come to this stream and say, hey, well, you know, if you go to this page, they did it this way. And that's why every single website on the planet looks the same. Exactly because of that philosophy. It's like, yeah, well, everyone is doing it. Well, I don't give a crap. That's why everything looks generic, as if it was made by same person. Okay, well, naturally, yeah. Let's get this out and see how people use it. And then we fix it, right? Let's not keep this beautiful part of stuff just on our own computers. This kind of sucks ass though. So let's get it out and then improve it. Because I hate this native prompt and stuff like that, of course. But it's not, we are in the alpha, so yeah. So add YouTube support to TipTap. So essentially my idea is like to build something that we can then build upon later, right? So the idea is that is the ultimate challenge, right? It's like how do you make something simple but also nice, and then you can add, if you need to add extra things eventually, then you can add them. But or to say, you know, how do you build something that has as less as possible, right? Because again, as I was always saying before, if you go to, for example, to dev.to, right? Look at this gibberish, right? All of this is entirely, completely useless. Nobody on the planet comes to the homepage and then says, okay, let me read about fetching data with, no. why should you use React? No, not really. In fact, using TypeScript without compilation. No, not that. Let's read about function overloading. Oh, no. Let's read about, like, nobody does this. Like, nobody comes here and read this gibberish. Nobody comes this, right? Let me read about water cooler. The feeling when your favorite project goes, like, all of this stuff exists primarily because it fills in some space, right? Exactly, right? Who cares, man? Like, you know, a lot of viewers here on my Twitch channel suggested is like, why don't you add, you know, popular tags on the feed? But why would I add popular tags? Why would someone who is a Rust developer or C++ developer give a crap that HTML is the most popular? You get what I mean? Like, the platform that I'm trying to build is that you kind of come with the assumption of what your interests are. What is the relevance of some tag or category being popular, right? I mean, it's like being a metalhead and you come to a music platform and you're like, Justin Bieber is the most popular, so let's listen to that crap, right? It's a lot of those metrics have no relevance to people, right? Like, you know, so the only thing that I could kind of wish one day that we have is something that's popular maybe in the context of your own interests. So if you're a C++ developer, then you get some sort of suggestions where it says, hey, you know, STL, standard template library, this thing this week has been the most popular. So that could potentially be something that you would want to click on because it's something in your own domain. But if something is in general popular, like, it's like, who cares, man, right? Like, so it's the same with this gibberish here, right? Or if I go to my LinkedIn, right, and you read a bunch of crap, you know, about non-related stuff. It's like cats and dogs and politics and stuff like that, right? So it's useless, right? Pretty much useless. So this is now deployed. This is now deployed. I need to unfortunately clear the cache because the progressive web app isn't working super nice. The value must contain text. That's, yeah, there's, yeah. I think there's, yeah. I truly wish I can change this this initial thing. Give me 2 seconds. How do I edit? Yeah, can I change the thumbnail or something? Jesus Christ, man. Like, could they have picked any worse thumbnails out there? Last is good. All right. Well, it's certainly better then. I think so. I need to take care of my beautiful face. Is that what you're saying? Give me 1 second. Let me take a picture of my super beautiful, pretty, humble face, perfect face. Oh, Jesus Christ, what an ugly face. All right. Oh my God. Pretty horrible, actually. Even worse. Wait, shit. I don't even know how are you guys managing to look at my face this long every day. It's actually quite dissatisfying. Jesus Christ, that's a very good point. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm in my pajamas, you know. Okay, let's leave it like that. Who cares, right? Okay, so good. We just need to remove this native kind of thing because it sucks ass. So I think the behavior should be pretty much the same. They should be something like this, but this is, yeah, this is not great. All right. Well, that's how it is. That's what it is, right? All right. Cool. So now you can kind of share videos, and yeah, they will be displayed like that. So that is not useless, I guess. That is something that. So yeah, as always, let's get back here and let's move this to done, and then if the bugs arise, we'll fix them, right? Now, one plugin that we will have to build, and this is something that I've actually built for Draft.js back when we used Draft, right? Is a scraper. So basically, I wrote a little scraper in our API that when you paste the link, just like on Twitter, basically. So on Twitter, if you come here and paste the link, right, it's gonna kind of, how do I use Twitter? Wait, I just built this account. Where's my post now? Oh yeah, so yeah, you can see basically, right? Fair enough, Leo, fair enough. So this is what we need to build just to script. So I actually already have functionality. I've built this for Draft, but we kind of need to build this also for we need to build also for TipTap, right? So we're not gonna do this now because I don't know how to do it, to be honest. Like, I have no idea. But we'll need to take one whole stream eventually and then build it. But I need to figure it out, right? Okay, let me just remove this because it's annoying me. It's too intrusive. So guys, did you like the so genuinely, like because I so what I did with this video, let me just spend 2 seconds talking about this just to make sure. So is this video, when you watched it, if you watched it, is it something that's interesting? Like, because I didn't, as you saw, I didn't edit the video or do any of the fancy stuff. Is this something that if I do more often, like once or twice a week, something that you think people would potentially find interesting? And you don't have to be nice. Like, if it was useless or long or whatever, just say it. Because if you try to be nice just so you're nice, then you're not helping me. You're just making me waste time. So is it... Wow, okay. So it was useful, I guess. Well, because I want to really commit to this once or twice a week, right? Just talk about some interesting subject. So I see. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna do like tutorials and courses and stuff like that. That's a separate topic. I'm gonna do that here in the office, right? This is just like more for discussion or sharing experience and stuff. Something that's necessarily not really just related to necessarily to staring at the code, right? Okay, got it. This is actually fixed now. I don't think this is gonna happen again. I think I fixed this this morning. Or did I? Or did I? No, not really, actually. Yeah, sure, man. Of course you can. Yeah. Of course you can. So actually, no, I'm wrong. This actually isn't done. Let me do this quick, super easy one. Dirty. I don't actually. I cannot really give you an accurate answer to that, right? Give me a second. Yeah, it does work for me, but I think that's what I said, Leo. I think you have to try clearing the cache, or try refreshing a few times. I think this progressive web app, just make sure to go to application, and then just clear the storage here, right? So when it comes to your question about there's no like the very important thing in interviews that you have to understand is that while you might assume that they're purely technical, right? They're not, right? You actually asked a very good question, right? Which is exactly the thing that you should be asking them, right? So for example, when you go into an interview, the interview is not there just to evaluate your coding skills. It's also there to evaluate your discussion skills, your approach skills. So if you're unsure of something, ask them. It's like, hey, should I use a vector or whatever, right? It's like, this is something that you have to ask the interviewer, right? So whenever you have a question that might not be clear, then ask it, right? That is what you're supposed to do, right? But there's no concrete answer to that, right? Just ask. If you don't ask, well, that is a red flag, right? Curry bacon, so not fully. I can still see some issue here with tip tap. Like I can see that sometimes tags are not really working. So there is still something wrong, it seems. Because I can see that, yeah. And then on localhost, it actually always works, always spawns it, right? So yes and no, but I guess more accurate answer would be no, not yet, I guess. And there's one thing that I just realized that we haven't done. Give me 2 seconds here. So content editable. All right, so that's better. All right. Now, yeah, why this thing doesn't work sometimes is a mystery, right? We'll need to figure it out. Let's actually go to, yeah, let's go to feed. Let's go to thoughts. Let's scroll a bit down and let's go here. A watch streak. Oh my god. Curry and bacon. What's better than that? In a good chicken sandwich, right? Nothing better. What? Jesus Christ. Wait a minute. What? Ah, interesting. Ah, never mind, never mind. Okay, I was almost hoping that I got it, but I didn't. I'm just trying to figure out how to reproduce that, right? Because it's maybe something with how it loads. Because it's like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, which is like super strange. So I'm just trying to figure out. Give me a moment here. Ah, completable dev. Good evening, buddy. How is life? So basically, on update and on transaction are different in a sense that on update is fired when the content is updated, and on a transaction is when the editor state has changed, right? The content has changed, selection has changed, the editor state has changed, right? So technically, this would be more accurate, right? I guess. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. But then, yeah. So okay. I see. I see. So they're two different things, right? Yeah. 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 I see. I see. I get it. I get it. Right. The reason why I'm using this on transaction, right, is because we need to know when things like those, when the state of the editor changes, right? But we shouldn't really be calling on an editor state change handler when this transaction only happens, right? So the question is, how can we separate them, right? Thank you very much, Depletable. I think you've been here for a very, very long time. I remember you, I think, from the very start. I appreciate that a lot, man. I appreciate that a lot. Infinite Battlefield, good night to you as well, my buddy. I'll probably code a few more minutes, maybe half an hour as well, and then head off. It was good to have you here, man. Well, okay, we will probably not figure that one now anyway, and doesn't really matter. Fair enough, buddy. So let's just push this little thing, and we'll yeah. Did we create this bug there? So let's actually do a few things. I think the bug that you guys have I think both of you guys pretty much have shared the same thing. So let's kind of, yeah, that kind of sucks ass, but that's what it is. Can I copy the links? No. All right, let's just save that there. Okay. What I wanted to check though is tip taps. I guess they have this. Yeah, exactly. So what I wanted to check is like, how are they updating stuff? So can I like... All right, never mind. It's the rich text editor, Jace. Rich text editor. It's this thing that you see here, right? Felix. Yeah, so I can see this Joachim. So something is indeed wrong. Wait, let's take a look at that. Again. Nice, Jace. Happy that you like it. So let me see. So when we post a thought, it returns the wrong author. Okay, let's take a look at our API, right? Let's go to, I assume, where was it? Commons controller. Yeah, I have messed something up 100%. There's no question about that. It's just what and where. Model user's ID. Request user ID. Create the comment. Yeah. My pleasure, man. Thank you for being here as well. I wish you a good night, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay, so I did mess something up, and it's fine. Matus, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that, let's see what happened here. So first and foremost, like, do we really need to do this? Can't we just do this? Because we're actually doing a join here. Then we're not returning an author now, I suppose. Yeah, okay, but if you're wondering what are we doing exactly, like a task-wise now, we are just trying to yeah, just fixing some tiny bug. If you mean what are we doing in general, what the project is, it's this. All right, so the only thing, I guess, let me try to make sense out of this. So let's see what I messed up so I removed that caching stuff that we had. So let's see let's debug this, right? So we get idea maker, okay. So let's take a look at the request. So we have the ID of the user, the thought, and the thought ID. So let's inspect what's wrong, right? So let's go to users and let's see who is the user by ID of 9. So that's Adriel, so that's correct. So this technically thing is correct. So if we go back to the API, so yeah, that is pretty scary. So what if we do this? So we printed the user, and the user is idea maker. Wow. Why do I still have this is the question. Give me a moment. We have messed something up here, 100% badly. So how did we get into this state where this fella models user find one ID request user ID, right? So that's correct, yeah. That is definitely correct. Yeah, so we're not really using that cache anywhere anymore, so that's okay. So how do we shit, wait a minute. Yeah, wait. Oh, that's actually okay, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, this is pretty scary. How did we get? We forgot the where, dude. What the hell? We forgot the where, right? I think this is when I was. Give me a second. Jesus Christ, man. Maybe it's that. I don't think so. think it was this, probably, right? I mean, you know, I recently thought about, you know, when I was very young, maybe 20 years ago, right? I used to, you know, write some HTML and CSS in Micromedia, Dreamweaver, and I've used to write some Flash and ActionScript and Visual Basic 6, etc., etc. And in those times as well, right? I remember there were a few of those website builders, like, you know, graphical website builders where you would like, you know, drag the box left and right, la la la, and then things would you know, build you a basic website. And I remember back then as well that a lot of people were saying, "Oh my God, those website builders are it's over, you know, it's over. You know, it's gonna replace programmers. It's the end of programmers, right?" Well, no, it didn't happen, right? So it's gonna be the same here. Assuming that something is gonna replace programmers is idiocracy at best. Nothing is gonna replace programmers. The future is programming. Programming is gonna change, sure. Programming is gonna become more abstract on some levels and more high level, but it's not that we're not gonna have a job. We're just gonna be doing different things, right? So this kind of, I think one fundamental issue that people don't understand, especially with content creators, is that people like drama, right? The reason why I'm having 21 people watching me now, the reason why I have 21 people watching me now and not 200 or 2000 is because I'm actually building something, and I'm not complaining like a little bitch about everything. I'm actually sitting here and trying to build something. And that's why I'm having 20 people watching and not 2,000, right? Because people like that crap. They like to hear this shit. People can't live without misery anymore, right? When you go to those gamer streamers, when you go even to this Vim guy, and when you read the comment section, it's like a bunch of idiots in one room, like 6 years old, just idiots talking crap, right? So so that's why you're even asking that question, is because you know, people have to live off of content somehow. And if you know, if all of those content creators were actually building products, they wouldn't be talking so much crap. They would just be reasonable, right? But instead of that, you know, so that is my take on it. Nobody's gonna replace you, man. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Follow how the community evolves, and you know, grow with the community, as always has been. You know, those guys who used to be programmers 30 years ago and who thought that they learned programming forever, now they're probably suck, because what they did 30 years ago is no longer relevant today. So you have to keep growing as the technology progresses. But this constant complaints about something replacing us, killing us, taking away everything from us and stuff, it's really becoming ridiculous, right? So focus, you know, on building things and enjoying stuff, and don't spend too much energy on this negativity, right? Because people have to live off of it. Like, look at the media today. When you look at the news, there's nothing positive in it. It's like wars and corona and hunger, and we're gonna all die and we're gonna be annihilated by something all the time. People literally are like addicted to the depression as a heroin. It's like, if you don't hear something negative in 2 days, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna literally die, right? It's like, just shut up, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, I can't, you know. It's just, you know, it's too much sometimes, right? Ah, shit, I know why this is not deploying. It's because of my firewall, right? But anyway, man, nothing is gonna replace you. Just enjoy, work on yourself, and nothing's gonna replace you or me or whatever. We've been hearing the same crap forever. It's just it's hard to do it anymore. Give me a second. I've added some firewall rules. I've added some firewall rules that I have to, I guess. Shit. Give me a second. Okay, wait, I need to whitelist all of this garbage in my firewall. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna definitely be replaced by AI because I have to add all of those. Oh, no, I actually don't think that I'll be able to add all of this stuff. It's too much. Look at this. Sheet. Action. Well, let's try. I don't actually know. Try it. No, can't do. Okay. The reason why this is gonna fail, right, is because it's not gonna be able to SSH into my server, and it's not gonna be able to SSH into my server because you know, it's my firewall is preventing it. Let's try, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna fail again. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, that's let me just configure my firewall here, and yeah. What are you gonna gain from a gaming stream? Give me 1 second. Apps next. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Okay. All right, let me rerun this because yeah, it's my firewall. All right, so now it should kind of work, I think. I think. Yeah, don't worry, man. Like, don't fall into that trap, right? I think humanity has lost common sense a bit, right? It's a bit too much sometimes. Just focus on yourself, man. Enjoy life. People, you know, we have never been living in more stable times in history, in more wealthy times, and more privileged times. Just think about your grandparents, think about generations 100 years ago, 200, 300. They were literally running with swords on the open fields and slaughtering each other. So if we're gonna, you know, now die because of some of shitty text-based algorithm is there, come on, just you know. So it's just yeah, just focus on yourself and nothing is gonna replace you. If you sit home all day long playing video games and scratching your thing on the couch, then well, what do you expect? That somebody is gonna knock your doors and offer you things? Well, not really, right? So it's just common sense, right? It's just common sense. It's the hype as any other hype. We had big data hype, AI hype, machine learning hype. We have all of those hypes, and we had blockchain, and we had we're gonna replace you know, all the money with the virtual money. Well, that also didn't happen. So nothing has actually happened yet. Sure, some of those tools we use them more, etc., but nothing has replaced us yet, and none of the predictions have been true yet. So let's wait. Maybe, you know, maybe if we say 3 million times, you know, again, maybe it will happen. Who knows, right? You know, I know that there's still those guys who spend like thousands of dollars buying those digital images. They think they're gonna be worth something. Hilarious. Jesus Christ, man, what is happening? Give me 1 second. Ah, shit, okay, I learned something new now, but doesn't matter, okay? Give me a second. I'm just doing something on my other screen because I don't want you to see this, of course. Okay, let's try this for the last time for all champs, yeah. No, I don't use it the most. No, at work, at Dream Data, we're using Circle CI. So no, not really, right? I mean, I'm using, again, as for those of you who've been watching me for a long time, right? I'm using always whatever is the easiest, right? GitHub Actions were ridiculously easy to set up, and hence, which is why I use them, right? So pretty much the way that I do stuff, right? I think it's also free, right? It's free. It kind of integrates really well with the rest of my infrastructure, right? So yeah, and you know, I'm building this alone for the most part, and you know, I have to make decisions that are the easiest, right? If I had a whole team doing infrastructure, I would tell them, well, do whatever you want. But when you're kind of alone, right, then yeah, you just how can 2 things be in progress? Okay. But yeah, give them a shot, right? I think it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Felix has joined here. Nice. I like that this community keeps growing. That's pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. All right. So let's see if that's gonna finally deploy now. I've disabled some of the firewalls. Not really. Still failing miserably. Yes, I'm actually not quite sure what's wrong. So maybe we'll just not be able to deploy this now on server. Give me 1 second. Can I restart my whole server somehow? Wait, protected now. Console power off. Backups. Security. Firewalls. Not applied. Networks. Load balancers. Volumes. Servers. All right, give me 2 seconds. I need to do this off screen. I'm just yeah, whatever. Okay, I don't actually maybe have to do it now. I can do it after the stream as well. It's just I can't seem to SSH into the server, so I guess need to restart it. Is actually server even on? Yeah, so I think we need to kind of, so it seems that it's not really, right? Yeah. So let's reboot the server. Interesting. Well, yeah, I'll need to now fiddle with that. Since I fiddled with a firewall, right? It seems that we have messed it up a bit. And I think we're gonna round up in a second now anyway, right? Because right before I go to actually bed, I need to solve this now. So let's maybe yeah, let's maybe round up so I can fix this and go to bed. But yeah, we can kind of yeah, added some functionality so you guys can now actually test it and stuff like that. Let me just switch to this. And yeah, for the first time I've actually streamed to LinkedIn as well. I mean, why not, right? I don't think that many people have watched there, but it's still useful, right? So I guess why not? We're gonna keep doing that. Yeah, so let's round up here. I think it's been a 2-hour stream. It's okay. It's Sunday, so I have to get some rest as well. Yeah, for those of you who were here, thank you very much for watching. I will stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Standard Time, and then we continue our journey. You too, Jace, Numinex, and all of the others. Have a good night, sleep well, and I'll catch you guys up tomorrow. Okay, peace out everybody. Thank you very much.